Could explain a lot of things going on these days. Scientists, by the way, did try to intercept radio signals from this mystery object, but they didn't hear anything.
I was going to say we should run, but where are we going?
Nowhere.
We're kind of stuck here.
This isn't just anyone saying this. Astronomers at Harvard University are suggesting a mysterious object that floated through our solar system last year may have been an alien probe. Hear me out. The object, called the Oumuamua, which in Hawaiian means a messenger that reaches out from the distant past.
A space object that has eluded scientists since it passed through Earth in 2017 is now back in the limelight for its disputed origins. Called Oumuamua, the object has been pitched as many things.
A new government report is raising eyebrows across the country, especially among anyone interested in extraterrestrials. Our Alexandra Limon has the story.
Physicist and Harvard professor Avi Loeb says there's a possibility humans aren't the only civilization in the universe.
Whether we live in such a reality or not is not a philosophical question. We just have to look out.
Loeb teamed up with the Pentagon office that investigates unidentified aerial phenomenon, and they released this draft report that indicates it is possible that alien ships have already visited our solar system. Specifically, Loeb thinks the first interstellar object spotted passing through our solar system in 2017 that was given the name Oumuamua could be an extraterrestrial mothership. Loeb says Oumuamua didn't have the characteristics you'd find in meteors or other known objects.
We consider a possibility where an object as big as Oumuamua, which was football field size, is a mothership.
He says the mothership could have released smaller ships or probes to study our solar system after spending a long time to get here.
With chemical rockets, it takes less than 1 billion years to traverse the entire Milky Way galaxy.
Loeb says if Oumuamua was a ship, there likely wasn't life on it.
Here is NASA's manager for its Center for Near-Earth Object Studies. Take a listen.
This object is simply a piece of another solar system that was expelled, and it has been traveling through interstellar space for hundreds of millions of years, billions of years, we don't know.
NASA says this object will only be here for a limited time. Again, it's traveling at 40,000 miles per hour. In case you were wondering, the name Oumuamua is Hawaiian. It means a messenger from afar arriving first.
We detect some fast-moving thing in the solar system with hyperbolic speeds headed towards Earth, and then it rapidly begins to slow down. Oumuamua is the first visitor from interstellar space that we have ever confirmed moved through our solar system. So, because its orbit, its trajectory around the sun was not, quote, following Newton's laws, that meant something was affecting its trajectory. And some hypothesized maybe it's an intelligent craft. If there's not actual aliens on it, maybe there are active navigational tools on it.
This is the very first object that was discovered in the solar system that originated from outer space.
Scientists say tumbling through our solar system right now is this strange cigar-shaped object called Oumuamua,
which in Hawaiian means a visitor from far away coming here for the first time.
Harvard University professor Avi Loeb says the object was discovered last year. He says it's not a comet or an asteroid, and while there's no scientific proof, it could be something from another life form.
Could be a space debris from an advanced technological equipment that is either defunct or operational. We don't know. Maybe it's a reconnaissance mission coming to the inner part of the solar system to look around.
Like an alien ship?
Our suggestion is that it may be a light sail. A light sail is a sail pushed by light, just like a sailboat is being pushed by the wind.
Begs the question, do you think we are alone?
No, I don't think we're alone. I think there's a good chance that there's something out there for sure.
I think we're alone.
You just never know.
Professor Loeb says the object is now moving out of our solar system and will take thousands of years to do so. However, he also says it's too late for scientists to find that object again in space with the technology we have today.
With conventional rockets, we cannot catch up with it. However, if we develop better technology for propulsion, we could potentially in the future chase it down and reach it.
That we are not the most intelligent civilization that ever existed.
Renowned Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb teaming up with the new head of the Pentagon's UFO office, dubbed the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. Together, they say that interstellar objects detected in space could be signs of extraterrestrial life, and that current sky mapping technology, like the James Webb Space Telescope, could miss such objects.
It could have been a mother ship that released some probes in the habitable region around the sun. If we have a visitor to our backyard, we should observe it at first.
Professor Loeb now leading the charge to build better arrays of sensors to capture anomalies, but saying for now everything is hypothetical, and his paper is really meant to remind UFO hunters not to forget the laws of physics.
As much as the reports from military personnel are intriguing and motivate my work right now, I want my instruments to tell me what is really happening.
Meanwhile, more videos surfacing showing odd objects have been leaked to documentary UFO filmmaker Jeremy Corbell, who recently released pictures of an orb shape over Mosul, and these images showing a cylinder flying over a rock. The Pentagon not commenting on the recent videos, but confirming prior videos released by Corbell had been filmed by service members. As for what they are, definitive explanations remain out of reach.
We observed it for about 6 weeks, very strenuously last year. So we collected a whole lot of data. And as has been pointed out by many astronomers, it generated what we call a non-gravitational velocity signature. That is to say, as it swung through the inner solar system and on its way out, it moved in a way that wasn't just explainable by its gravitational signature from the sun. What does that actually mean to everybody? It means that the object could have been outgassing like a comet. So, you know, if you've got a balloon and you open up the end of it, it sails off very, very quickly because of this pressure from the gas. Most comets do that type of thing as they move through the inner solar system. The snag was we couldn't see any outgassing from this object, and that has led to all sorts of speculation, like it was a big solar sail from an artificial intelligence.
But what exactly is it?
I heard that it is a probe that we discovered in outer space, and a couple of scientists from Harvard believe it may be from aliens.
Rebecca Sunday has her facts straight.
It's very different from objects that we have found in the solar system.
Chair of the Harvard University Astronomy Department, Avi Loeb, claims on the move through our solar system, Oumuamua didn't act like an asteroid or a comet. It did pick up speed.
There seemed to be an extra force that is pushing it.
Loeb asserts in a journal article about to be published that Oumuamua may be a fully operational probe sent intentionally by an alien civilization.
It alerts people to an interesting possibility.
Could be. I think there's probably something out there.
I think it's absolutely true. We're being invaded.
With certainty, it's not from our solar system, but it is from the Milky Way galaxy.
This object very likely and very excitingly came from a totally different solar system.
American Museum of Natural History astrophysicist Jackie Faraday says discovery of the alien rock back in October of 2017 caused the entire astronomical community to lose their minds a little bit.
We just kept watching it.
And confirms it was speeding up.
We know this kind of thing happens with comets.
As comets approach the sun, they start to burn up. It's called outgassing. It causes the comet to speed up and is visible to the human eye. But with Oumuamua, there was no visible evidence of outgassing.
That's the thing that makes us scratch our heads and go, but that doesn't mean you immediately decide it's an alien spacecraft.
What is this?
I think it's a comet that came from a different solar system, and I think that's amazing.
And there is strong evidence to suggest that the object came from outside our planetary system. When it was first spotted, many researchers, including Harvard University's Avi Loeb, posited that the object was an alien spaceship. Many others suggested that it was an asteroid or a comet. New findings published in the American Geophysical Union Journal now suggest a new theory, that the object is a piece of another planet, that too from a different solar system. Stephen Desch, an astrophysicist at Arizona State University, in a press release, said that they have resolved the mystery of Oumuamua, calling it a chunk of an exopluto, essentially a Pluto-like planet in a different solar system. They added that this piece of the planet must have entered our solar system in 1995, which we likely missed. Over time, it lost 95% of its mass and became its current size. The existence of Oumuamua was confirmed in 2017, but it was already spacing away from Earth at really high speeds. Owing to this, scientists only had a little to study the object. Now, Oumuamua is too far away and too dim to be observed for further study.